Y'all probably just want to see how. Because a lot of people don't see me anymore. I don't post really, unless it's like my reels, but.
How you doing, big guy?
What's going on, my guy? What's
All
going
right, all
on?
right.
I'm excited to have you here, man.
Thanks, man.
It's unfortunate we couldn't get Siobhan to do this for you, man. She was really excited to do your interview,
No
but
worries.
you know, hey, we gotta take what we got. We gotta take what
Yes,
we
sir.
got.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna start these questions soon.
All right.
So I would just like you to say who you are, what do you represent, and where you're
All
from.
right. So my name is Clever Kai. I'm the owner and founding president of the House of Imaji. We are a fashion brand here located in Austin, Texas. We're pretty new to Austin, Texas. Been here since November, but we've been around for 21 years.
21 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Started out in North Carolina in college at North
Okay.
Carolina University, and I've been in a number of different states just based on clientele since. Our main, what makes us different when it comes to our brand is we attempt to use fashion as a tool to kind of help those that's battling or dealing with mental health
Okay.
issues. So Imaji is about reflecting the individual. My clothing designs are all one-of-a-kind pieces. They look totally different from the next piece because it's a lot of times just to reflect the individual that's wearing the piece.
Okay. So after 21 years, how do you come up with new ideas to keep on making clothes that's stylish and still up to date?
Honestly, man, I get a lot of my inspiration from my clients. So say you book me, you wanted something done, and I get to know a little bit about you. You may have Liberian background heritage, so we're doing a little bit of research to see if we can pull some of your cultural background into it, or maybe you're a football player. You know what I'm saying? So we're bringing some sports type motif.
Right.
You might just be going to an all-white party and you need some gear for that. So it's all based on my client if I'm doing something specifically for a client. If I'm just coming off dome, man, I have about 150 sketches ever since I first started, and about a good 89, about 89, 90 of them, I still haven't started yet. So I have enough ideas to kind of last me for a while.
Right.
So
Right.
if I get stuck, I can just go to the
How,
book.
how do you identify your audience and how do you maintain your audience?
So my audience is honestly everyday individuals. What Imaji is about again is reflecting of self. Image is individuality. So every person has your own style, your own fashion.
Right.
So many people on this earth that I come across, that's another potential, customer. That's another potential
Right.
influence. Well, and collaborate, or if I can just, sometimes I just look at a person and I think of idea based on body type or based on your height, based on a whole lot of different things. I grew up as a
Absolutely.
tall, real skinny dude, so the things that I'm drawn to myself wouldn't be the same as somebody that's kind of short and stocky.
Right. That was going to lead me into my next question. How do you dissociate yourself away from your products, because everything is not always about you, because you have to also care to your audience as well.
True. So fortunately, I make more female pieces than I do men. And so it's real easy because I'm not about to put on nothing that I make when I'm making for females.
Right.
When I first started off, it was, what do I want to see females in? You know, and then I started really paying more attention to females. I'm the only dude in my family. So it's pretty simple to, pay attention to my sisters, my cousins, my aunts, and see how different each of them are. They're different personalities, they're different comfort levels.
Right.
So thinking from a man's perspective, sometimes, a little peekaboo here, peekaboo there, that's what we want to see, but that's not what they're comfortable in. So
Right.
you have to find out, well, how can I blend the two? How can I make something sexy while she can still be comfortable in her skin as well? So
And how long do you think that took you to actually understand that?
uh, I would say honestly a few years. It took me a few years because as a designer, sometimes in your mind, you got your creativity and you want to put your creativity out, and this is what you want,
Right.
But it's more than just me. I'm not an artist that's putting something on canvas
Right.
for people to ooh and ah at. I'm hoping to get people to purchase. So if I'm only in my head with what I want, then my stuff is going to sit in my closet for years and years and years. You have to
Absolutely.
kind of engage with your potential audience, ask questions, just talk to people sometimes. Uh, I remember about 4 or 5 years ago, I was speaking to these young ladies, and they was like, "Why don't people make pockets for females? We want pockets
Mm.
too." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we
Right.
got purses. Sometimes we just want a pocket.
Right.
It made me think about it. There's a lot of times you don't see dresses, you don't see, skirts and stuff with pockets. So it kind of helped me to think outside the box a little bit.
So you was able to come up with threads that had pockets in it for females. Dresses. You had dresses with pockets.
Yeah, like maxi dresses with pockets in them. Yeah,
Okay. And did that sell good for you?
yeah,
How
yeah,
did that go?
pretty well, man. Yeah,
All right. All right. So my next question is, um, partnerships. Do you ever do any partnerships with other brands? Any
so
collaborations?
I love collaborating. As a matter of fact, I'm actually presenting a fashion show competition coming up in October.
Okay.
Uh, I do these a lot,
October. October. What day? What day? So we know.
October 12th is our
October
fashion
12th.
show. Yeah, it's going to be in Austin, downtown at the Central Public Library, the Special Event Center.
Okay.
Um, our whole theme for this is look good, feel good. So I'm real big on defying what societal standard says fashion is supposed to be about. When we
Okay.
were in school, we were taught everything has to be cohesive. You have to do things a very specific kind of way for the industry to recognize it. And I'm like, no, we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
again, that's making people feel like they got to conform to what uh, society says is fashion. I come
Okay.
from a different angle. So I like to bring people together who have different points of view so they can all present their version of fashion.
Right.
So
Right.
the event that we're having, I have 7 different designers. 4 of them are collegiate designers. 3 of them are local Texas emerging brands
Mm-hmm.
that are coming up with collections that are doing just that, challenging what society says is fashion.
Right.
Our theme is look good, feel good. So again, trying to use fashion as a tool to fight against mental health. They're coming up with collections that's going to make the wearer feel good when they walk down that runway, and they're
Okay. Okay.
competing for prizes based on that theme.
Right.
So when I do these type of events, my whole push is to highlight others. I usually don't even really present much of my pieces in these events because it's really not about me. I'm throwing it. So you might see the host, the MC, some of the judges might wear what I'm putting out, but everything else is about the people I'm collaborating with.
Right.
That that not only extends to just designers, but different event coordinators, different nonprofits, people who are trying to do stuff in the community, and we all have the same common goal. We try to bring those together so we can have a wonderful, impactful event.
So my next question would be, how do you maintain your work-life balance, right? Especially since you're so involved with your brand, you're the face of your brand, and do you have a lot of people working with you?
So, not really. I'm fortunate that